Going live. I've never done this live, so hey, I'm live. So I'm gonna just try this out. It's Bill here. Just wanted to tell you all that I'm progressing with buying property in southern Utah. Um, I closed yesterday on a lot in a very special area that nobody would ever think of. I'm probably a half hour, maybe not even quite a half hour from St. George. Very nice area. Very nice access to parks and freeways. There's one down there, but it's exactly what I wanted. And I'll go through a checklist at a later time. And they sold out of, this is what's so incredible. They sold out of properties on this. They started in early January, like the first week of January. There's 45 lots in there or so, and they're completely sold out in a month and a half. I just happened to get one that somebody couldn't close on, and it was exactly what I'm looking for. So there's going to be another phase coming up, and they'll go the minute that they're announced. This is absolutely meets all my criteria for it's a half acre. You can build anything you want on a half acre. They had a lot for 2 acres out there that may be still available. I drove down there with my wife, looked around, and piece of heaven. People know this, they make a decision quickly. And one thing I want to tell you is, as a Utah, you may have a price point in your head, what you'll pay for a lot, or what you would pay for property in southern Utah. And you kind of got to get that out of your head. Like, you might be trying to stay under a number and standard, or won't go 30,000 over. And you're going to give your head a shake, because last year you'd have paid anything that was for sale this year or for sale last year at the full list price. So you got to kind of get the price out of your head. What you got to do is have an open mind on location, and have an open mind. Does this solve all my problems? What if you get a property and you can't put a trailer on it? Or if you get a property and you've got lousy neighbors, or it's in a junky neighborhood? What if you find something and it's as an HOA that's restrictive? You've got a lot of things you've got to look for in southern Utah before you make a decision to say no. Whether the tax is late. Now, here's something else to consider, and I bet you've never thought of this. The impact fees on a lot in southern Utah to build depends greatly on which area you decide to build. And it makes a huge difference of what impact fees are if it's in St. George proper or somewhere out in some of the rural areas. And impact fees, I'm not talking $1,000 or $2,000. I'm talking water impact fees are huge, in the thousands and thousands of dollars. The fire, a lot of these communities, you got to put in a sprinkler system in your house. That can run you $8,000. There's a fire impact fee for the fire department. There's fees. And I don't have my list in front of me. I forgot. But you can have a ton of impact fees that you're not thinking about. So each county, each area in southern Utah has different impact fees. And before you go crazy, you better find out what those impact fees are. That'd be the first question I would ask. And then find out if your builder's your real estate agent, you really don't want to talk about this, but they may be tied into a builder, and unbeknownst to you, they're making a deal with the builder. So you really want to make sure that you're free and clear of obligations other than you're buying the lot. Um, you you could really gain right now by searching with people that have the inside knowledge of where these new subdivisions are coming up, where there is new builds going on. You got to know in the beginning, or it'll be too late. Builders are grabbing these lots. Real estate agents are buying lots and building spec. That's who you're competing against, and you really got to make a decision whether you've got the ability to go through with this. It's almost harder to buy a lot because you're going to build and the house is there. But I'm telling you, the price per square foot that you'll be paying for a house by the time you fix it up is almost close to if you found the right builder and the right build job. You're going to be much happier at the end, but you're going to have to need another 9 months to a year to make that happen. Most of us don't have that luxury. I do, because I don't have to move. Here's the other thing to consider: false information. You think there's no builders available in southern Utah. That's not true. Builders are where you find them, and they're usually around new build jobs, and they'll usually be happy to take on another build job if the timing's right. So don't believe that you can't build a house right now. I have 3 offers to build houses. Could start my house tomorrow, or at least submit my plans if I knew what was going on there. You can't listen to the media. You have to listen to people that are in the mix, that are doing it. And they may not want you to know. If you're competing against an agent or a builder for a piece of property, they're going to be building the house and they're going to look a lot better than you are. But dang, you find the right property down there, and it's down there. If you want to email me or message me later on the properties, we'll talk. I just don't want to put them out there because I think it might destroy my followers' ability to. I've just had a lot of people. Let me back up. I really appreciate people that have taken time to reach out back to me. Obviously, I don't do this for a living. I'm in a marketing world, but this isn't in my wheelhouse. So I appreciate any of your comments, and they've all been very good. So I want to support the ones that are commenting and not share where I'm buying, what I'm doing, other than I found that you can do it. The bigger news, I found builders that'll do it. What's even bigger news? They're reasonable. What's even as good news as that? There was no surprises in the sale of the house, the sale of the property. I'm looking at everything, the covenants, the property. Is there any liens? What's the title company like? How hard is this? It was effortless. And the communities down there are solid. They want to see you move in, and I met some of the neighbors, and they are outstanding. You got to look at the bright side of this. You can't be down a dark hole. To negotiate and navigate through southern Utah, you have to be on your game, and you better know people. And I'm going to put my hand up to say, I'm one person that it would be smart to know and gather information on. And the only reason I say that is I'm going through it. And there's some things I would have done in the beginning to negotiate this. I might have got $4 or $5 grand off, but I don't know. Last lot, you know what I mean? Like I don't know if they're entitled to negotiate too much. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. I'm going to probably post this stream. Just let you know that if you're trying to build or find something, have patience. I'm probably I'm working on a PowerPoint of what to do in a difficult, insane market. And I may publish that. I may have you get access to that, but I've learned a lot. I learned who my competitors are. It ain't what you think. It is not what you think. So email me, click in, so subscribe, ring the bell, whatever all the yuppies and young kids say. But if you really want to figure out this Southern Utah thing, or for that matter, anywhere in the United States, I got a process that'll get you through it. And if you're building a year from now, you'll be sitting in your backyard with your pool, got the new appliances, everything that you want. If you're looking for a pre-owned home, I'll show you how to get in the mix early before the thing gets listed on the MLS. And then if you're from other areas of the United States, I think this formula would work as well. But Southern Utah, I can share. Everybody have a great weekend.